Alright, I wasn't able to record a video yesterday because I went to visit my brother at a different city and I didn't have my setup and we were kind of chilling. So here I am doing it right now. So if I go to Slack, here we'll be able to see some of the calls that I got. Of course, I'm going to blur the numbers and everything. But here, as an example, wait, let me make this smaller. Here's an example. So I'm getting like solo cleaners. I'm getting like new entrepreneurs. This is a growing business, and I actually spoke to her. She was pretty qualified. I'm getting like not enough leads, new growing business, less than 4K a month. And it's like, I don't want these leads. Like, how am I going to sell them a 5K package? I don't know. I might be completely wrong. I'm going to have all the calls. I'm receiving all of them on Slack, but I'm not feeding them to the pixel. So I'm manually conditioning the pixel. If you're curious to know how it works, super simple. All you can do is just go to that copy automation and where you add the like where you're like in the trigger part, instead of having it the action that people take when they take the action that you want them to take, or them go into a specific place as a result of them taking the action you want them to take. If you have there something that you can manually change, then you will be able to manually condition the pixel. So if we go to Cappy and we go to book manual, it's very simple. When tag is added, right? When tag is added, let's say qualify, or when the stage in the pipeline changes, then the meta conversion API automatically updates. So that's good. All right. I hope you didn't hear any background noise. So let's get back to it. That's how you manually change the pixel. And based on the recency bias, you always want to be careful with the first 3 to 4 conversions that Facebook gets, because then like that's what it's going to be to base on the next one that it gets you. Of course, it's gonna get you some shit here and there, but the more you optimize for that, the better, especially with low ad spends, because you don't have enough money to spend. So that's why I'm really focused on this. I'm waiting until I call them, until they reply, etc., 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 to see if they're really qualified. By the way, there was someone I spoke to yesterday that I forgot to add. So let me do it right now in front of you. That's going to give you a great idea on how it's done. All we got to do is go to contacts, click on, we're just going to go here and add a tag, qualified tag. Boom, he's in. That's it. Simple as that. All right. So far, guys, let's go hit the personal habit checker. All right. So on Jackson hit projection 0, cash collected 0, month to date 0, cash in bank 765 so far. So we're still pretty far from the 15K. All right, let's now analyze our ads. So we're going to compare the 10th to the 9th. So let's do yesterday to previous period. And I want to look at, so I look at spend, which ads are getting more spend over time. I also want to look at the target CPA. So am I getting over it, below it? Like how is it working at the moment? So I only have one ad that's converting right now, and I hope you guys are not hearing the background noise, but I really don't have a choice. But let's look at, so amount spent. This is getting more, this is getting more, these are getting less. But what's a little bit weird is that if I, let's say, compare the 9th to the 8th when I launched the ads, those were getting a lot. The whiteboard, like, it started getting way more. Direct offer as well. The product demo as well started to get way more spend. But now, comparing this to this, then it becomes a little bit, wait, we want to compare this to the previous period. And it's like less. But let's go and look at our spend. We're going to, yeah, let's look at spend and let's look at target CPA. So here we don't have any leads coming in, or any calls booked beside direct offer number 3. So here we're still below it, still below it for the day. So for the day, check. Now let's look at the period. Let's look at how much each one spent. All right, we got $11 here, $10. Go back. $11 here, $10 here, 7, 6, 99, 1, 0, 64. This is not getting spent at all. Um, and we're still good. So until they get to $25 each, and I'm gonna let them push until 30 or 40. If we don't get anyone in, then I'm probably gonna turn them off and then replace them with something else that I think is going to work. Or so I'm going to do more of the ads that are currently working. So there's that. Hook rate on this one is pretty bananas, 50%. Crazy. Hold rate is 40. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens after that.